I just got done watching a little clip on YouTube where another Gen Xer was replying back to someone who was younger saying, is it true, that your parents didn't know where you were, and just had you, basically running the streets, right? Yeah, we all know that's true. Then it got me to thinking something else, too. By the time you were in kindergarten, 5, 6 years old, if you were the oldest, you were already cooking lunch and stuff like that for your siblings, making sure they had something to drink and all that, making your own breakfast because you knew right where the cereal was and milk. And if you had a cousin and you were at your cousin's house and you were that age, you and that other cousin would get together, because I know me and my cousin Deborah did. We would get together at my aunt's house on sundown in South Elgin, Illinois. And we would make lunch for her siblings and my 2 brothers. And sometimes there might be some other cousins over, so we help a little bit with that. And where were the parents? Well, Uncle was always at work, and Aunt was in her bedroom, because she used her asthma as an excuse. She had to have the extra AC on because she couldn't breathe. It was too hot. But in reality, what was she doing? She was in her bedroom, sitting on the bed, eating her bonbons, and that's no joke, okay? Watching her TV with the extra AC. While me and my cousin not only were making sure that we had macaroni and cheese, fried bologna, or macaroni and cheese and hot dogs, or whatever it is we could put together to feed everyone on the paper plates, we would have apple juice for them to drink too. And some of us cousins would pretend it was our beer that we were drinking for that, the apple juice. And then once we were done, it was, okay, back in the backyard, jump off the deck and into the swimming pool. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we did. And parents just weren't there, but we were taught at such an early age on how to do things. So we didn't have, of course, the cell phones, all those things. And I'm glad I didn't have a cell phone when I was younger, because it is true. We probably would have been in lots and lots of trouble, some of us, if we had cell phones. And then I came across in that comment section also where someone was talking about 18 being out of the house. Yeah, most Gen Xers were out of the house by 18. And someone went on there and decided to make a comment. And they were like laughing. Haha, you talk about 18. I was 14 when I got my first tax-paying job and went on a rant. Well, I know they had to let it out. So, I mean, that's fine, but it's not a competition, okay? And how old you were, I've stated before, I was 11 when I got my first actual paycheck, job for babysitting 2 of the neighborhood kids at age 11, but it's not a competition, and or anything like that we need to be looking at, guys, too, either. So express if you want, what you had to deal with, let it out, but don't live on it. Let it go. Release it. So if you have any traumas from back then, speaking to you guys that are Gen X as well, okay? If it helps you, write them down, okay? And then on the next full moon, take that paper, crush it up, burn it outside if you can, okay? But in a safe way. Release it all and let it go. Alright? Love you guys. And yes, it is true. We are the generation that had to grow up faster than we should have without the electronics.